welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Outdoors, a unboxing, some Carnivora, if you will. Before we get too far into it, guys, I'm going to show you my EDC for today. Just show you this and what I carry. First thing is my Emerson CQC8. That thing's been rode hard and put up with. That's a bigger knife. I love Emerson. I always have. If you follow the channel, you know I carry that CQC7 a lot. But the CQC8 is just a great work knife for me. I've never had problems with it. It's got the wave technology. It's been beat to hell and back. It keeps coming back. Big fan. The other one I carry today is my Zero Tolerance 0301, which was a gift from my son. It's in S30V. It's a Ken Onion design. Now, I like these for the blade shape. I like that slight recurve. It's a super sharp blade. It fits my hand well. It's a frame lock. Everything about it I love. So I carried those. And then if you know me at all, you know that I carry a pocket fixed blade every day. Today, like many, many others, is my Nomad EDC. I always carry this. The thing is this. No matter what I'm doing, no matter where I'm at, no matter how I'm doing it, this knife is in my pocket. It's probably the most useful knife that I have. It's the one that I use the most. That's just me personally. Everybody's got that knife for me, and I love pocket fixed blades. Very convenient. So that's my EDC for today. I hope you guys have had a great day. Now, here's the deal. Real quick, I'm going to show you, just got a couple in from Carnivora, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about Carnivora. They are a design house who are moving forward rapidly, and we're all kind of one big happy family. They send me stuff to demonstrate, review, and shit like that, and I absolutely love their stuff. And they're just, it's like one big melting pot. So I'm a huge fan of Carnivora. I always have been. I always will be. And so I thought, you know what, let's do a quick unboxing. Let's talk about some things. Now, this in and of itself is just dope. It is a shoulder holster for a knife. Don Moore Kramer, this is Don's because this knife is his, sent me this to check out. I love this rig. I love the whole thing. I just pulled it out of the box or I'd have it on. And it's got the Bastet. Now I'm going to show you this. This is a food prep blade. And you say, Scab, you going to cut a sandwich or apples? Probably both. But here's the deal. This is the Bastet. I believe this is in Nitro V. It's like 11.5 from point to point, 11.5 inches long, 1/4 inch thick steel. Okay. This is one, and you can see it's already started kind of a slight patina there. It gets used. Don uses this thing a ton. Here's what I'm going to do. Because I'm not a super big chef or a food prep guy, I have a guy living 2 streets over. Many of you know him, Jimbo, as a matter of fact, who has a barbecue, I about said channel, maybe they'll start a channel. Jimbo has a barbecue catering business. So what I'm going to do is get with Jimbo over this next week, go over when they're having a cook, and it's going to be a different video. It's going to be a fun video. We're going to cook some barbecue. I'm going to eat some barbecue, but we're going to see how this thing does in a food prep situation. I love the look of it. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't, seeing it, I was like, yeah, okay, all right, okay, that's different. Holding it is a different ball game, as often is the case. I like the comfort of it. It's got a nice full handle. Now, here's what I got to tell you. Here's my little spiel, and I hope everybody understands. Some will, some won't. I'm not the QVC. I've told y'all that. I find blades like this phenomenally interesting, okay? My job's not to sell you this knife. It's to show you how it works, show you what we can do with it. Now, my skill set with cooking ain't there. I'm just going to be honest with you. Jimbo's is. So I want to give you the best representation. I could go in there and cut some stuff, but you'd be like, I want to give you the best representation of this knife that I can. So I'm going to go over, we're going to film it. It's going to be a good time. And Jimbo can cook, son. There ain't no doubt about that. But holding this, let me get back to that. You see this little swoop here? So my hand fits good there. I've got a good grip. I brought a tape in, and I was curious about this. So let me get this. Okay, so on my inner grip, you've got about 4. I've got right at 4 1/8. I got right at 4 1/8 that my hand could go. So there's plenty of room. Most hands in the world will fit that. It doesn't matter how big, short, small you are. Again, let me show you this again. And not being an ass, just being truthfully. Best thing you can do, I give y'all that for this. If you hold a knife like this, measure where you hold. Mine's right at 4. Right there at it, maybe a little, well, it's right there at it, maybe a little over. That's why I say 4 1/8, 4 1/4 will fit most on that inner grip. Now, the other thing that I like about the Bastet is this. It has some girth to it. Not too much, but when you get a grip, I've got a full grip right here, and I'm in control. So, Bastet Nitro V, 11.5 inches in length, 1/4 inch blade stock. Got some weight to it, man. It really, really does. And if you don't want to cook it, you can pow, right there, just like that. Now, here's the deal, guys. We got to cover this part. There was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own lives. Stats are everywhere. We talk about that quite a bit. That's why on this channel, we focus on the number 0. Vets, all that means is this. You have a place here. You're welcome here. We're proud and appreciative to have you here. We back to blue over here. We support all to the chagrin of many. Listen, not everybody's going to agree with that. Not everybody has to. I totally understand if you don't. I do. For obvious reasons, I do. How do we do that, Scab? Well, we don't break the damn law. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. So, the Bastet, we're taking it to Jimbo's. We're going to do some cooking. Now, let me say this up front, and I don't want this to sound mean, ugly, or otherwise, but it's going to sound how it sounds. My grandkids are coming in tomorrow, okay? So, I know that I'm behind on some comments. I know that I'm behind on some messages. I know that I'm behind on that, and I will, if you have followed me at all, you know I'm big on comments. You know I'm big on trying to return messaging, and it's going to be a few days, okay? I'm just saying that up front. I'm probably not going to watch a lot of YouTube. I'm going to catch what I can, but I'm going to spend time with my grandkids. My cousin's getting married Saturday, on and on and on and on, and I got a lot of reviews to do. So I said that to say, please don't think I'm being an ass, man. You know how it goes. We get busy, life gets busy, but I want you to know that I appreciate you. I will respond. I will catch up. It's just going to take me some time. The other thing I wanted to show you, I want to show you all the size of this before we unwrap it. The other thing I wanted to talk to y'all about while I'm doing this, big shout out, man, to Stassa 23. That guy is awesome. Dude, thank you so much. Gave me an amazing shout out last night. I love Stassa's channel. He's a good dude. And here's the thing, guys. I think people think I've been on here a lot longer than I have. It says for some reason I've been on the platform for 9 years. This June 23rd will be my 3-year anniversary as a knife reviewer demonstrator. I didn't do anything before that. Even though it's got me up there as 9 years, and it seems like 9 years to some of y'all, and because I've got a ton of content. I've got over 3,000 videos. We put in the work, we grind, but this year will be 3 years. And I just want to say to Stassa, thank you for that shout out. And I want to thank Stassa for something I promise you he don't know he did, but I do. When I first started this channel, I commented on one of his videos. I've told y'all before, I wasn't really part of the community or anything like that. I watched, but I didn't say nothing. I commented on a couple of Stassa's videos, and he responded. Let me tell you something. That said a lot to me. I appreciated that because I'm one, guys, when I get into something, I want to talk to people who've done it. I want to talk to people who, like, I admired his style and the way he tests and the way he runs his channel. And I just made a couple comments. You'd be surprised at guys that don't comment back. And I know you get busy and you get too big. I get all that. But Stassa took the time to respond. And I will forever be grateful for that. And Stassa's a guy who shouts people out. Don't ever think that goes unnoticed. Some people get all worked up over, listen to me. YouTube ain't helping us. If y'all ain't figured that out, more and more I'm seeing guys, well, nobody's watching my videos. Buddy, listen to me. That ain't people not wanting to watch. That's YouTube not putting them out there. I can tell you what, that's across the board. So when you get guys like Stassa and you get a lot of these community guys who start shouting people out, it's a way to push the community forward. And Stassa, man, again, I know I talk around my elbow to get to my ass, but brother, thank you so much. Thank you for that, dude. It was not only welcome and appreciated, it really meant a lot to me, man. So thank you, and shout out to Stassa23. If you're not subscribed to Stassa, please do so. Hell of a guy. He took the time and shouted out like 10 channels, man. And that was just an awesome thing, and I'm appreciative. That's not the first time Stassa's done that. So thank you, my brother. All right, moving on. I showed y'all the Bastet. This is one, I'm pretty sure Tim Ellis was the maker on this one. This thing is an absolute beast. I have no details on it. I've asked Don Moore Kramer to watch this and give me some details. This thing, man, feels good in hand. A lot of times with D-guards, I'm funny about D-guards. They have to be a certain way. I like this one a lot, but I also like that right here we got a working choil. I like that ramp. I like that we got different lashing points here. Don, if you would tell me the name of this, because I like this a lot. Let's check a blade length on it. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do two things. Inner grip. The inner grip is 4.5. Any hand in the world can hold this. That's big with a D-guard. That's big with a D-guard. Now, there's a little bit of room there. I'd be curious to see what a huge hand would be. But as far as length and grip, 4.5, there's not a hand in the world that can't hold this lengthwise. I love that. Let's get a blade length right here. Well, blade length, I got about 13.5. Overall length, I've got 19. I've got 19 3/4. So that is a massive blade right there. Let's see something real quick. Just shits and giggles. I got a piece of paper. Y'all know I got some paper right here. We're going to wrap this thing up in a minute. Let's see. That ain't bad, boys and girls. For a big blade like that. Beautifully done. Can't wait to test this. Now I got to get my button gear on these reviews. I've got to do the Bastet. Me and Jimbo's going to do that. I will have this coming up. I'm going to feature these in a lot of shorts. I like doing that. We get a lot of views on them, and it helps push the name and it helps push the brand. And I've said before that I'm not QVC. I'm not, but I am. I consider myself part of Carnivora. I love them. I love the thing that they're building there. I love the family that they're building there. So the way that I can do that is show these a bunch, get them out there a bunch. And then the reason I say I'm not the QVC, I'm going to park here for just 1 second, is this. All I want to do is show you the knife work with my skill. I've said that a bunch, right? You make up your mind if it's something you'd like to purchase. That's all that means. That's not being rude towards people that send me stuff. That's not being rude towards you. That's just saying, hey, I want to show it work. You're adults. You make the call. This stuff, I'm going to be honest with you, I love. I always have, always will. This is what we built the channel on, is big bashers, and we're going to do that. Can't wait to test it. So, we've got the Bastet with the shoulder harness, which I love. That's Don. I think that's Don's favorite. We've got this beast here that we're going to be doing. We got a lot of reviews coming up. Tons of reviews coming up. Probably for the next 7 to 10 days, every day we're going to try to do a review. That's the only way I can do it and keep up. I've got a Boosie, which I'm super excited about. That's coming quickly. I've got a Shaman. We got just a bunch of different stuff. And then, of course, I've got this. Now, I've got one more from Carnivora, the Pirate, that I've got to do that I absolutely love. That blade, about the same size. It's super wicked, super dope. So on that note, guys, I love y'all, man. Join me here tomorrow. God bless y'all. I hope he does. I'm Scab. You're not. And I'm gone, son. Look at that. I'm going to try to sneak up here. There we go.